mom did everything. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
My mom did everything. If I have PTA, that means parent teacher association meetings, my mom. If there's anything they need to do in school, my mom. So you see now, it's my mom. Little wonder those who probably grew up in broken homes have, and when they decide not to follow the trend that in terms of home being broken, when they decide to learn from the mistake of their parents, they tend to have a very glorious home. Because they saw something wrong and they start to correct it in their own life.
For those that know.
No, you get what I'm saying? So they know that no, this one is wrong. So they decide to correct it.
But don't you think those that, for some, not all, sometimes don't you think someone coming from a broken home sometimes can also impact on the way the person thinks, the way the person also relates with men
and people,
or relates with women? Don't you think that also causes
effect?
Yes, like someone saying, "Oh, men are terrible. My father beat my wife, my mother until she had to pack out. I don't want to relate with any man." So don't you think
that's somebody who I said never learned anything from where he was coming from. Your first set of mentors are your parents. In fact, one day I sat down and I wrote, my first set of mentors are my parents.
For those that have good parents.
No, when I say your parents, it doesn't matter. I'm talking to parents generally now. Generally, either broken or unbroken.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if it's broken or does it your parents.
I know. I know.
So they are your parents.
When you said mentors.
No, I'm not. Yeah. I'll tell you why they say they are mentors. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why they are mentors. Your first set of mentors are your parents. They are your parents. That's the truth. If the companies themselves don't know that they're the first set of mentors, I'm the first set of mentor. No, I'm the first set of mentor to my children. Not anybody that go to meet. When do they know that person? Did you send them to school? Did you clean pampers? Did you buy diaper? Just because I grew up now and I want to become a doctor, and now since somebody wants to celebrate doctor and says my mentor, who is he mentoring? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
We got a wrong concept of mentorship. If I want to go to this career and I look for somebody that is successful and say it's my mentor. For your career, he is.
Yes.
Your parents are your first set of mentors. And when parents understand that, you now come to know that the choices you want to make is impacting this generation.
Absolutely.
That is coming. Now, when you understand that your parents are your first set of mentors, sit yourself down. That's what I tell people. I say, sit yourself down. Be honest with yourself. Write down everything your parents did right and everything they did wrong. So write them down. Now tell yourself, what they did wrong, I will do it right.
That's good.
What they did right, I will do it well. You're already a success.
That's it.
You're already successful. Because those are the first set of mentors. It's not one man after now they have grown up and I want to look for one man who is successful as a doctor and I say, he's my mentor. Who is he mentoring? Just his medical stuff, because that's who you are. That's a profession, not life. My parents are my first mentorship when it comes to life. And your career, life can cover your career. Life can mess up your career. Don't you hear that life has happened to him? Did you hear that his career has happened to him? They say life has happened to him. Do you hear that his career has happened to him? It's life. Because life can mess you up if you pick the wrong things in life. Life will mess you up with all your career. You have a brilliant man, but lack of character. I've one day I was listening to the NBA. One former, not the president, back home, one president, NBA president then, he was giving a lecture. And he said, I would rather go and argue my case before an average judge but is honest than go before a legal luminary that is a crook. See that? So he's brilliant, but character-wise, he can't be trusted. Then now, so each of us have good mentors who mentor him in the law profession. What about character? You pick that one from who? Character. That's what. So that's why you are the first set of mentors God gave to you. That's why you are compared. There is absolutely nowhere the training of a child was given to anybody, not even the schools, regardless of the money you pay, not even the schools. And that's why we say our parents too. So we think we put them in a very expensive school. In our mind, yes, we paid you to do everything. Just fix them like a bad car, then drive it home. Then we start enjoying it. It doesn't work that way when you come to pay anything. Nothing. Everything is you. It's you. The school only supports you. It's you. And I've not seen any student back home, even here, I'll tell you, even here, that the parent is not involved.
Absolutely.
I've not seen one. That the parent is not involved. I'm telling you. I've not seen, even here, that the parents are not involved in what the child is doing, even in academics, that the parents are not involved. I have not seen one. Back home I've seen it, here too I've seen it. It's the same thing all over. The parents are involved.
Okay, so let's come back to man now.
Okay.
The issue of parenting is a very, very, very great job to do.
Yes.
Then, right from when the child is in the womb to the time of delivery, and for a man that is there for the wife, because not all men that will be there for their wives.
Yes.
So, the man was there for the wife.
Yes.
Through delivery, the child started growing up, and the child gets married. Then the child has his own child or our own child. Then at old age, most of the time, men usually become single because the wife would, when a child gives birth, right, and they would say that the mother in Nigeria, right, or let me speak about Nigeria right now, that the mother has gone to do Omugo, right? Then the man becomes
by himself,
single, or by himself alone. So how can men begin to plan for their future from now, so that in the end, when the children start giving birth, and the wife will have to go to help the children, they will not become single again.
Let me quickly say this.
But that is truth.
Let me say this. People say that a lot.
Yes.
What we are against is a woman turning the children against the man. That's what we are against. When you begin to poison them against their father, that's what I'm against. But the woman going to do a mugu, as it were, when the child gives birth, she's there. Who is supposed to be there? It's the woman. Who is supposed to be there? Can you wash a baby? Can you give birth to a baby? She's not going there to play. She's going to do nursing job. Maybe she's going to do nursing job. Can I go and know? Okay, I have two beautiful girls. When they grow up, then they not get married. Now say they give birth. Say, Daddy, come and do a mugu. Where? Do I not know? It's your mother that can nurse babies. Let me tell you, if there is love in the home, the man himself understands his purpose. You get what I'm saying? And my wife says he's going to do a mugo for our daughter that have given birth. It's more like me too, I'm there doing it. What stop the man from, I don't know, don't want to use far distance.
Okay.
What stop the man from driving there, stay for a while, play with them, then go home? What stop you from doing it? A mugo is not an evil thing, and it's not a bad thing. Is the way older women who are more experienced in upbringing of a child when they are still babies help the young mother. And the truth is that only a woman can help a woman, just like only a man will be able to understand a man in such an arena. Now that you are a father, is it the mother that will tell you this, or now that you are a father? Is the mother will say now that you are a father?
Right.
This is what is expected of you. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
This will happen. This is how you carry yourself. This will happen. This is when they do the naming. Even the woman that want to do the mugo, let her to do the naming now. She's at the back. She's at the back. It is the father that will come take the front stage. So which one are you giving? It's the father they will call. Did they say who is the mother? So where is the mother then? Now the woman are not complaining that I will not be able to carry them for 9 months. How come our name is not? It's still the man. So everybody has their role. Omugo has his role. The older woman help the younger woman to nurture children, which is nice. You get what I'm saying? Any man who is feeling, I don't know how to say. I'm actually be offended. For instance, if my wife goes to do a mugo, we should go. You have to go now. And I might my wife telling me go where? You have to go. You get what I'm saying? But the thing is this. As long as the woman do not fund the children again, because you can be living in the house, leave a mugo out of it. You can be living in the house now with your children and your wife, and they've been turned against you. Do you know that happens? It can be, and they've turned. So if the woman do not turn the children against the man, I don't have any issue. If you want to be lonely, do you have your purpose in life? Do you have a purpose you are pursuing? Because men who are pursuing purpose are never lonely. Men who pursue purpose are never lonely. Men who give themselves a reason to live are never lonely. Okay, let me tell you something. The late Bishop Mercy Dowser said one day, one of his seminar that I was. He was teaching one day, and needed to introduce one man of God. I've been then, I've not even married, I've not even engaged. If you want to introduce a man who's married, they were doing 30 years anniversary that day. So he came and introduced them. And that's also stand up. He said, if you are less than 30 years, sit down, and 90% of the church sat down. So you see, these guys have been married for 30 years. At that time, he had been married for 25 years. Everything was doing, and their 30 years are still going strong. I was telling you guys, they say it's working. 35 years, we are still 25. So it's working. But let me say, men that are really married, which they are not married. And I said, what is this man saying? For somebody that's not even engaged, that's looking at this that I want to get engaged. Someone telling you, men that are really married, which they are not married. But as I grew around, that's what he was saying. Because there's a purpose that is driving him, there's a purpose that's in his heart. Because of that purpose, he's never lonely. So men who are claiming Omugo, get a purpose, get a reason
for living.
Those men who go to clubs, if I pray that their wife should go to Omugo, let me tell you, those men who go to clubs, who have, I don't want to call any name because of, who go to their, know that. In fact, it is when the woman is Omugo that, in fact, thank God it's Friday. Because at this time around, nobody will say, when are you coming home 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock? You see that? So if somebody like that is not confirmed, it's surprised that when are you guys going to born again? So she can go for another Omugo. So I can have my. Do you get what I'm saying? Give yourself a purpose. Get a purpose. Get a reason. Be passionate about something. And it doesn't matter how your age, you will never. And let me quickly correct this impression. From scripture. Do you know? Okay, ask yourself this question. Isaac was the only son of Sarah, right? Isaac was the chosen one. Isaac was the promised one. But when Isaac got married, he carried the wife, Rebecca, and Bible said put her in the tent of Sarah, her mother. Is it that the father didn't have tent? Say put her in the tent of Sarah. So is it that the father didn't have tent? Why does he be in the tent of Sarah? Why does he be in the same tent? He put her. Most are, let me tell you, see the connection between mother and children,
right,
are things that even though you can't really explain. Because when you check Proverbs, most of the connection also comes from the woman who leave the children to herself, bring shame home. See, a child left to herself, bring shame home to the mother. Where was the father there? Bring shame home to the mother. That's what they said. Bring shame home. So if they have that bond, why don't you take your head that and that's why I say if you are not teaching them against their father.
Yeah.
If it is the fact that you are managing them, because there are things, for instance, back home, I used to do school runs in the morning and in the afternoon. Pick the car, drop them in the morning, go pick them in the afternoon. School run, they know me very well in the school. If I want to play myself, we should give you an award, the father of the year. But I will drop my children. I put them in the morning. We will talk, drop them. We will get in the car, pick them. We will talk. But there are things that is their mother will say to them, do you know that say that thing happened in school? I said, do you know? Say, they told me, say, who told you? Say them. Say, when? Say, what did it happen today? Say, did that happen? How can you did? But the thing is, why don't you touch your head that at least they are telling one of you?
Yes, that's it.
You get what I'm saying? At least they are telling one of you. Not that they're telling an outsider that probably give them wrong counsel or something. So no man should be threatened or feel, no. You can't be lonely if you give yourself a purpose. Because those men who go to club, like I said, pray that their wife go for yearly omugos so they can be free.
That's it. Yeah. As we also see, there are times that we see some men that more men have mental health issues than women. And so why do we have that?
Yeah, because they take more on themselves. They take unnecessary pressure on themselves. Did I tell you the fact that men are not to show emotions? They found that men are not to say if he's weak, don't say he's weak. If he's down, don't say he's down. If he needs help, don't say he needs help. That's how he has been trained. That's how I asked you the question. If your dad told you he loved you, you got my number to me before he died. Do you get what I'm saying? Men are not to show emotion. So they bottle up this thing. They bottle it up. Lead to depression and lead to mental health issues. They bottle it up because they've been told not to share it. They've been told to carry it. They've been told to bear it. But to them, that's what it means to be a man. But if you will say some things, if you will share some things, you get what I'm saying? If you will share some things, it will relieve you of some certain pressure you are carrying. It's pressure. If you share some things. But if you've been wired and you have not been helped, you carry that ego. That no man is to suffer in silence, that's why he's a man. That doesn't make you a man. I've said what makes you a man is leadership that you are providing. If you sit down and talk, if the finances are not going the way you want, if you call and let her know, so how do we? I need to shock you that those women, like I said, don't forget that they are your helpmates. They are there to help, provide assistance. But when you now bottle it, you carry it. Say men are to carry it alone. Men are not to carry it alone. I'm not saying a question where you shared it and she's not responding. In that situation, somebody must look for somebody that you can share those things with. Could be a friend, a godly, trusted friend. It could be a group. It could be a group. You know what I'm saying? It could be a group. Do you know what somebody said? A pastor said, he was telling the woman, he said, if your husband decides to go and watch football, back home where there are all these sporting centers, and he last day say, let him go. And I say it's good for his mental health. And I know now I have DSTV in my house, for instance. I can just watch the thing. But I like to go to those sporting centers because I know that I'm going to laugh. Mm-hmm. I'm going to shout, I'm going to scream. We're going to make fun. They're going to be banters. But don't worry, this today you win. We'll meet next week. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you notice, those things are not here. There are no sporting centers here where you can go and do banters. That's why to them now it's pops. That's where they go. You get it? Most of them go there. It's not because to drink. It's only to relieve those pressures, to talk to people, so that they can be relieved. But if you carry those emotions and you bottle them, I'm the man. I'm not supposed. They are not supposed to. No, they are not. I'm not supposed to show weakness. If I tell your wife that thing is not going, show it's a sign of weakness because we were programmed wrongly, and it's a major issue. But if you let go of those things and have somebody you can talk to, because all those things are pressures that lead to all those mental issues. They're pressures, family pressures.
Lady that said husband doesn't know how to call her to know how she's been doing. Okay. He doesn't tell her. He doesn't praise her. He doesn't tell her whether she's looking good or she's not looking good. All he cares about is he has been out, and now of course he's expected like that when he gets back home he must find his food on the table, and if he doesn't find it on the table, that could lead to something else. Okay. And what is more tragic about it is that the husband doesn't give her attention, and there's another man at work that gives her the same attention. I'm talking about real life something, not story. I had a conversation with the lady last week, and she said the husband at home doesn't give her the attention, but a colleague at work gives her the attention. There's no way she would not listen to that man that gives her attention at work, because she finds comfort with him. She's able to pour out her mind to the man that gives her attention at work. Okay. Because when she gets back home, She doesn't get that from her husband.
Okay.
But unfortunately for that same man, the attention he doesn't give at home to his wife. He gives the same attention to other women outside. That's why the same lady said 50% of men cheat and 90% of men don't listen to their wives. What's your opinion about this?
Let me quickly correct some things, because at times the way people draw these statistics, I used to ask what I said. How did they did the interview? Did they interview all the men for them to now say this number of figures don't listen to their husbands or don't listen to their wives? I don't really know how they draw their statistics. So at times it used to baffle me when they just call the figures, 80%, 70%. Say, how do you people draw these statistics? So it led me to one thing I'll say, then I'll answer those questions. I was in a seminar of young people, it's a marriage seminar, and the young man would say this. I said, excuse me, sir, most of the ladies they want to marry for money. It's money. And I said, is that true? I said, how many? He said, most. I said, okay. I said, are you engaged to be married? I said, yes. I said, yes, I'm engaged to be married. And I said, your first and only relationship, or you've had the one that failed because of money, you should, that's why. I said, one and only. So I said, where did you draw your statistics from? When you say most of them love money. This I would just draw statistics that we can prove. Often people are giving their own personal opinion. I will try to generalize it. That's a questionnaire I ask, and those are the kind of thing they do in questionnaires. When they want to ask you personal opinion and they don't want you to see it as your own personal opinion, they'll treat it like a general question. What do you think people would like about this water? How would you know what I'm thinking about the water? But the opinion I'm going to give is going to be your own opinion. Mm-hmm. What she gave is her own opinion, drawn from her own man. The man doesn't listen.
No, sorry.
No,
I had a conversation. I asked her the same question. Why did you come up with this? But she said, as from my experience, that she has related with so many men that even after
so many men.
Yes.
Let me go ahead.
I'm not saying she's right.
No, I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm saying most time people draw their opinion from their own personal experience.
Absolutely.
But we tend to generalize it, which is the wrong thing. Because the other women will tell you, if I were to come back to this world, I will marry this man again. Where did you put those ones? What if that? So if that to come and said all men listen to their wives, or 90% of men listen to their wives, we will believe that. Because she will say, you will say she's just lucky, but she's not. It's everything in life is about you, who you got married to. When it comes to the marriage situation, you can't draw this general thing on everybody. Your experience is what you are saying. You are married to a man who doesn't listen to you. You are married to a man who doesn't give you attention. If you ask her, they tell her that, are you not telling that you don't have friends who are married to men who listen to them and who give them attention? She will tell you, that one. I said, where is those men? Which percentage did you not classify those men? Do you get what I'm saying? That's a personal own opinion. That's based on our own personal experience. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It goes back to the thing we said to start with. Who was he before he got married to him? How has he been behaving before he got married to him? Why did you tolerate it then? Now it's not an issue. Why did you accept it then? Now it's not an issue.
But people change.
There's absolutely no way somebody can change and you will not know. You can't hide a character in a relationship except I spend enough time. That's why oftentimes there is no enough time in courtship. If you dig deep, like I did with my friend, I went deep. I said, look, my wife is not here now. Between me and you, tell me, this woman now that you're saying, I should be like this. And I said, even before we got married, I knew there's something that had been happening. It was a character that you thought you could handle. It was a character that you felt it was nothing. Now you think it's something. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, please.
So oftentimes that's what people say. I'm not saying that men don't cheat, but where they find that statistics from beats me. You get what I'm saying? 50% of men. I mean, of course, I know men who don't cheat. And I don't know the percentage. I don't cheat. So I don't know the percentage. I will now place it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the way they draw the percentage, oftentimes are just because of your own experience or somebody you know. And not only that, some that people where you work, they don't cheat. Just like back home, I called a friend of mine and I said, don't let anybody tell you that when they come to this country, it's Oyibo culture that's making them divorce their husband and say it's a lie. Oh. My neighbor is a Scottish man, 6 children, their grandparents. Himself, the wife, still work themselves all over the place. I called a friend of mine who came in from Nigeria, moving to Birmingham, came in February, already having issue with the wife. And I said, Yamo, tell me, this thing you saw here now, those who in board that say, excuse me, don't they be lying against these people. So this old people, I've seen them, man and wife, see they pushing their truck to the supermarket to buy things. So I said, where do you not see all those things? I say, so a woman that is teaching you. That's the people culture that you are copying. That you came abroad, that's why you're. I said, stop lying. In fact, I will tell you, most of those married are having issues now. Started issues, having issues back then. They only see opportunity to misbehave very well here. So don't come and blame somebody else's culture on an issue you have been having. You get what I'm saying? People have been having issues. You also a culture that gives you the opportunity to explore the madness you already wanted to practice. But don't blame them, because I saw people who have been married, they are white people. For where I live, I'm about the only black man that lives in the estate. I'm about the only black man that lives in the estate. They are all white. And that's why they're pushing themselves all over the place. Old men, people that are even older than me and my wife. Even their children themselves, some are even older than us. So I tell myself, what is going on? So I tell my children, don't let anybody deceive you. Don't blame anybody's culture for anybody's madness. Someone that decided to be crazy. Not these people.
Because we have seen a lot of people that will say, don't take your wife abroad.
Yes.
Yeah, if you take your wife abroad, they will influence her.
Yeah, I saw that we are only saying this. It is among us that all those things happen. And it's about relationship. It's about choice. Let me tell you. You see, there is not going to be a time, at least the Christ come, when everything will be perfect and peaceful. It's not going to happen.
That's it.
So it's about individual choices. It's about individual races. It's about what you want to do. It's about the choice you want to make. Are you ready for the consequences? Are you ready for the reward? It's about choices. So she made the choice of a man who doesn't listen. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We make it, and now if somebody tell you he changed, ask him why did he change? Do you get what I'm saying? If somebody is going like this, after elementary physics tell you body in motion doesn't change until a contrary force happen to it. A body in a motion continue in a straight motion until an opposing force happen to it before it changes. So if you're saying somebody changed, then something happened. Ask him what happened. Because that's why if you probe, you get to see it. That's the essence of counseling. It will shock you. Somebody can tell you, and if you are not careful, if you think the one is not here is the devil, until now to open his mouth and answer, so say, but you didn't say that one now. Do you get what I'm saying? Things happen that they will not say. So, amen. What happened? He changed. How? When? What happened? Because somebody can't just change like that. Something drastic. Somebody can't be good to you. Good to you, then I say change. Something happened. There's nothing that happened in this life to anybody without influence. Something happened. Has it been influenced? What happened? Have you yourself changed? Because I'm not telling us the man changed. Oh, have you yourself changed?
So it could be your own change.
That's affecting you. Yeah, you're not saying the man changed. That's what I'm saying, because if it's not an attitude of ease that you have been practicing, that you decide to ignore, then so let's say the man changed. They find out, how did he change? What is it that you did that drop all these men out? What did you yourself do that even think that make the man change?
But there are times that the women didn't do anything wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
What possibly influence? External influence.
That's what I'm saying.
Outside,
that's what I'm saying. What about influence? Two things will change him. What about influence? Influence. Something happened. Something must happen for somebody to suddenly.
So
and even that, it made even that. Let me even tell you, even that, in a sense, is a pointer. You know what I said? It's in a sense a pointer. If you go out with somebody in your courtship time, watch the way he view your opinion as against a friend or his friend opinion. That will give you possibility that this is somebody that can easily be influenced. Watch their opinion. Can this person submit? Would he accept the family opinion as against mine? That's how you know. And like I said, that could be a warning sign, or it could be a go ahead sign. Check. Many things happen before you got married. You have not married to him. Already you saw the way they control. You get what I'm saying? It's his house. He rented it. You are not married yet. Probably just come on one Sunday to play, then you go. You now saw the way the siblings already dominating. You can't assert control. You can't assert. You need to know. You get our friends come. You can't assert certain level of control and limitation on some things. You need to know. You are engaged to be married. You are going. He met his friend. He abandoned you to follow his friends. It's a sign to you. That's why I said those things. It's a sign to you that this person can be easily influenced. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, please.
Somebody who can, when he's going with his friend, I'll send you and say, okay, I'll see you later. That's somebody you want to know that this one friends can't influence him. Say, no, we'll see later. You get what I'm saying? That should give you. That's a pointer. But somebody who know is into you, is truly into you. Not somebody that you are going together. You know, his friend. If I just put you on Okada and say bye bye, then follow his friend. You need to know that he may not be beaten. That kind of person that in the future he can easily be influenced. That's in itself is another point, a red flag that you want to watch. Are you sure this person can be influenced by somebody? If like this, or you've agreed on something, which is clear.
You're right.
The other that one family member called. Now said, you want to know that this kind of person is easily influenced, because that's already a pointer. Maybe years in marriage, that attitude didn't show, but one day it will surface.
Sure, yeah.
One day it will surface. You want to know that, you always been like this. Only thought probably he would have grown out of it. By now, he would have grown, and that always been our.
Possibly you could change him.
That will be our consolation. Nobody will grow out of it. And sorry, some people do,
right,
but some don't. So that's the reality. So that's why I said nothing just happened. You can't just change overnight if you have not been displaying that attitude, or you didn't do something to that influence him to change.
Right.
So that's it. So, but to all draw if you go, I don't know how you guys to draw that thing because do you count people? Where did you do any, was there any hypothesis? Did you throw any questionnaire for you to now know? Or you just saw people generally, or you just base it? That men there who don't cheat. That men who don't cheat, who are okay with their family, who are okay with their homes. They don't cheat. They don't cheat. Just like that, it's like we say that women who don't cheat.
Absolutely.
That women who also don't cheat. They are contented with what they have. They are okay with their marriage, and they are going. So the fact that one woman cheated, they say, all men are like that, and that's a wrong notion. All men are like that. You are married to who you are married to. All men are not like that, because somebody else is having a pleasant experience somewhere.
Yeah.
It is you that feel you are just you are the wrong boat, but somebody is in the right boat cruising, and they're not having any issue. You get what I'm saying? So it's all those things are relative. When they come to now they just conclude and say yes, it's all men 50%, 90%. 90% men cheat. This world is gone now.
It's good, yeah.
This world is gone.
Okay, thank you very much. So we'll be drawing the curtain here for today. We hope we've been able to have a very nice time on the show. Thank you very much, Mr. Lanre.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having me.
And we hope that we've learned so much that we'll be able to influence our lives, add a lot of value to our lives, because it's all about purpose. And thank you very much for staying tuned. See you in the next episode. Thank you.